Hello everyone, this is just a quick overview of Module 5, which is our second short story assignment. So again, you can do these short story assignments in any order, which is why all the modules will be open up roughly the same time. And I've got a video in each one that just goes over primarily the information within just that module. So this module is all about characters. You have a couple of things in here for learning about characters, just different types of characters. Some of this will be review, possibly from a literature class. We talk about round and flat characters. It's different when you're reading literature versus trying to actually create the characters. And so if you are needing to, create a round character that is in a story that you're writing, keep in mind that round characters are ones that actually have development of character. And so they might change their mind. They tend to be dynamic. And they're very memorable. They have a lot of personality, and that can sometimes be difficult to create just in the context of a short story. And then we also have other types of characters like archetypes and stereotypes and that you can learn about. I also have some information about character sketching, which is a really good idea for how to start a story. If you're struggling for journal entries, character sketches would be good for a journal entry because you have just that as an option for more like note-taking or outlining of stories and plot lines. That can be a good way to use those journal entries. I also have a video here that I thought was really good for just it's not quite character sketching, but there's 4 categories that she recommends that you create for your character, and there is similar the idea to a character sketch. The problem with character sketches is that you don't always use most of the details that you come up with, like their favorite food or something might not actually show up in the story. But if you are creating a captivating character, not only will you know a lot of those details, but you also have a good sense of their personality. And I think this video really helps with that. And then the story itself that you're writing is the main thing that you're being sort of tested over is your ability to create characters. And so the requirements are you obviously create your own plot. It has to have a beginning, middle, and ending, but you do have the characters themselves. You have to have at least 1 round and 1 flat character plus an antagonist. The antagonist does not need to be a person. Keep in mind that an antagonist can be any entity that the protagonist needs to overcome throughout the story. And so we have, there's a lot of variety for, sometimes the protagonist is also the antagonist. So they're their own worst enemy sort of thing. And there's a lot that you can do with that. But you do need to include some details of physical appearance or personality of the main character. And with 1 point of view, it does not need to be in first person. You can choose your point of view. You can choose the details of the setting, environment, and the plot line. That is all. Everybody's is going to be a little bit different. But the main thing that we're focusing on for this story is character. So getting varieties in characters, coming up with really interesting and unique characters is what you want. Once you're done with that, you'll submit the story here, and then you'll do the self-assessment quiz just like we've done before. This will be the quiz that you want to do after you're finished writing the story. So again, these quizzes are going to be open until all of the short stories are done. So all the short story units are finished. And so if you decide to write this story after maybe you've written one of the other stories, and so you've done it out of order, you just wait and take this quiz when you are finished with the story. So that's how that will work. If you have any questions, of course, you can send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.